So the question says there are two people, the sum of their ages is 49 years, and A says to B, I am twice as old as you were when I was as old as you are. Find their percentages, present ages. Find their present ages. See, this question is actually a question of English. If you know how to read English, it should be done. See, it says I am. M is in present tense. So my current age is twice as old as you were in the past when I was as old as you are. When I was as old as you are. So clearly A is, if I tabulate this information, I say let the current age of A and B be X years and Y years respectively. So it says I am twice as old as you were when I was as old as you are. When I was as old as you are, matlab A was Y years old, and now the current age of A is whatever was the age of B, let's call it Z, whatever was the age of B when A was as old as B is. Right, so A is as old as B is, matlab the age of A is Y years, and let's say age of B is Z years. Now how do we find out how old was Z, how old was B, how do we find out how old was B when A was Y years old? So the two ways to go about this. See, the difference between the ages of A and B is going to remain same. Right, so let's say you are 10-year-old right now and your dad is 40 years old. The difference between your ages is 30. 5 years hence, you will be 15 years old and your dad will be 45 years old. The difference between your ages then will also be 30. So the difference between ages is not going to change. Another approach that you can take is the difference in their ages, current and past ages, will remain same. Right? This difference is also going to remain same. So you choose either of the approach and you should get the same answer. So X minus Y must be equal to Y minus Z. Or I can say that Z is equal to 2Y minus X. Fair enough? So this is 2Y minus X. Now read the statement again. It says, I am twice as old as you were when I was as old as you are. Meaning the current age of X is twice as old as you were when I was as old as you are. So X is equal to twice of 2Y minus X. That is your second equation. The first equation was trivial. It says the sum of their ages, X plus Y is equal to 49. Fair enough, you can use that and solve for X and Y here. Fair enough, so this will become 3X is equal to 4Y. And let's say this is X is equal to 4Y by 3. If I replace this in the first equation, X plus Y is 49. If I replace that in that, this will become, let's see, X plus Y is equal to 49. So 4Y by 3 plus Y is equal to 49. 7Y by 3 is equal to 49. Or the value of Y is equal to 49 into 3 upon 7. 7 7s are 49, 7 3s are 21 years old. B is 21 years old. And how old is X? X is 21 into 4 by 3. X is 28 years old. Let's see. Let's look at this information again from the point of view of... So it says the current ages of A and B are 28 and 21 respectively. So when A would have been 21 years old, which is 7 years before, B 7 years before would have been 14-year-old. And what you see, that A's current age is twice that of how old B was then. Make sense?